Hi there. Thanks for joining us again at Compass's vlog series. Today I'm going to talk with you about one of our core values. It's actually our foundational value. We call it that on purpose, and we put it in the order on the list of values quite intentionally. That's the value of faith. Let me remind you what the definition of faith is as far as Compass goes. Believing in endless possibilities for each other because God is good and He's always on our side. That's what we mean at Compass when we talk about faith. And I want to take a few minutes to expound on this a little bit because you might think to yourself, wow, that's kind of a weird value to have, for a business to state as a core value. We don't think it's weird at all. In fact, it's quite foundational. It's quite core to everything that I am, everything that Sadie is. We're not talking about religion, though. Compass is not a religious institution. We're not a church. We're not going to ever ask an employee to attend a religious service. Well, actually, we would if the client wants to go. But we're not going to ask the employee to participate in any way that they don't want to participate except for supporting their client because it's their client's life that they're supporting. But as far as you as staff or family members or clients yourselves, you don't have to have any religion or you don't have to have the same religion. But that's not what we're talking about. See, when we talk about faith at Compass, we're talking about the conviction that God is good. He's in a good mood. And He's on our team. And He wants to help us have a good life. When we talk about our mission statement, dreams, direction, destiny, we believe that God puts those dreams in our hearts, something to have of something to do or to achieve, and that He supports direction. And that when we step into that full manifested dream and we start living out our destiny, that God laid that out all for us to begin with. That's what we mean when we're talking about faith. Further, we also mean that sometimes problems are going to happen in life. Shock, they do. They're going to happen again. And I need to know that there's someone out there who's going to help me out in a storm, that there's an anchor, that there's a rock that I can hold on to when everything else is scary and dark. That's what we mean when we talk about God being good and being on our side. We're not talking about a set of doctrines or dogmas or theology. Now, I have those. I have organized theology and that stuff in my life, but that's not what we talk about at Compass. That's not what it's about. It's really just believing that God is good and He's on our side. No one's going to ask you to adopt anybody's theology. We are just going to ask you to honor people who are different. And if the idea that God is good and that there's good things that are potential and are available to you, if that resonates with you, wonderful. If that doesn't make any sense to you, or if you don't buy it, if it's not your thing, or if your theology is different than someone else's, all that's great too. In fact, we consider it a victory when two people who have different religious practices and traditions at work in their life can share power and share influence. When I hear about a Muslim and a Jew or a Buddhist and a Christian or two people of different theologies working in the same home and working well together, supporting their clients and supporting each other, that makes my heart really happy. I take it actually as a kind of a trophy every now and then. I'll have a client look at me and go, Eric, I don't even believe in God, right? It's funny. I'll get a client who'll actually make that face. It's like they think I'm going to be mad about that. But actually, it makes me happy. I give them a hug and I say, cool. I'm glad that I'm still in your life. And I want to be friends even more. I take it as a badge of honor that I can have a good relationship with people that I disagree with. If I only had relationship with people, or if I could only lead a company of people who had my exact same theology, do you know how big the company would be? It'd be one. And it would be really weird. It'd be mine. Just me. But that's not the real world we live in. So we just ask that you honor everybody. We honor all faith traditions here, and including those who don't practice any faith whatsoever. But that's our value, that God is good, He's on our side, and He wants us to prosper. And He's there for us when we need Him. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, ehess@compasscares.com. I'd love to hear from you. Keep watching our vlogs, and hopefully they're entertaining, educational, and informative. All right. Be well, guys. Bye.